Fantasy Champs fam, what's good? We are doing a mock draft right now. Got the screen record going, got the mic going. Right now we're going to do non-PPR on ESPN, 10-team standard. And I'm basically going to go through the best player in every round. It was suggested by a new subscriber, so we're going to knock this out right now. Best player by every round and the strategy that I'm gonna use going into the draft. So I draft number 8 spot. I've been drafting with these guys for a couple years, so I kind of know, who's gonna go where, kind of what the flow is gonna be. It's pretty much gonna be running back heavy. About 20-something running backs went in a row last year. Could be a little different because there's some powerful receivers, but I'm making a strategy because I kind of know what people are going to be drafting here. So I've pretty much found the best strategy that I've seen is running back, wide receiver, running back, or running back, wide receiver. The reason for this is because pretty much you can still get, most of the time, a wide receiver 1 with your 3rd and 4th pick. Like you could get a Mike Evans, who is a low wide receiver 1 still, or you could get possibly an A.J. Brown or Ridley. Jefferson was in the conversation, but with his injury, probably won't be getting him at 28 any longer. But in my league, I pretty much know that, probably like Ridley or even Diggs or A.J. Brown should be there for me. Man, that's scary that Swift has jumped up to 28. Man, he was at 38 last week. See, him and Jacobs replaced each other. I don't really like that. Kelsey, I just don't understand why he's going in the first round. Just not my plan to get him. Jonathan Taylor's dropped down some here. So the logical pick here, if you are picking late, I would 100% go Aaron Jones. He's just a safe, guy. He's finished in the last 2 years the average 3.5 running back rank overall, so about 3rd. The logical pick there is Aaron Jones. In my draft, I know he won't be there. And, out of Jonathan Taylor, Eckler, Gibson, I'm going Clyde. Just because, some people think it's a reach. He won't be there for me in the 3rd round. I like Clyde. I like the offense. I like what they're saying out of camp. I like his ceiling. I like that Bell's gone. I like the new line. I crunched the numbers last year in standard. He had, I believe it was 10.2 points per game average. So, and that was, a low year. So if his low bad year was 10 points average per game, and he only busted a couple games, like 3 games, then I think I'm getting a solid RB1 here. It could change. I am looking at Gibson and Harris, but I do like drafting players I like to watch as well, and he also is a very good running back. So this is a very realistic draft here where Kelsey and Diggs should drop. I don't understand why they're going as high as they are. This is what it's going to look like in my draft. Like, these guys are going to keep dropping. Like, Ridley's going to add under there. I can see DK getting reached on and Hopkins getting reached on. But for my second pick here, I'm going with Dobbins. People might think it's also a reach. I mean, you got to think about in the past years, Chubb was a reach. Dalvin Cook was a reach. I think David Johnson and Todd Gurley were reaches in a couple previous years, and they turned out to be really good. J.K. Dobbins, though, he didn't start really getting the load until week 9, I believe, week 8 or 9, and from there on, the dude had like 8 touchdowns in like 8 games or something very similar to that, and people just are kind of sleeping on him, I think, man. Like, number 1 rushing offense, starting running back. Like, I don't really care if Lamar and Gus are there. They're going to get theirs. It's the same thing in, like, the Cowboys situation. Like, Dak rushes in a couple. Pollard might steal just a few. Hunt might steal a few from Chubb. Dillon might steal a few. A lot of people aren't talking about those guys. So it's like, with Dobbins, it's like, dude, like, how many times are they really going to get to the goal line? And can he just pop in a little 3-yard run, a little 5-6 yard run? I could be majorly wrong on him, but I just feel like he could really see a touchdown a game, kind of like how Mark Ingram did in 2019, where they just get into so many scoring positions that he could fall in there. And it's kind of like what Todd Gurley does. Like, the dude would get like 14 touchdowns because they would always get within the 5-yard line. They had a good line, and the dude could just get in the end zone. So I'm super high on Dobbins, like higher than anyone I've seen. Everyone's like, oh, 3rd, 4th round, but it's like, I don't see it. I might be wrong, but doing the math on him, he still averaged like 10 points per game. So, and that was with Ingram, with a backup role, with not getting work till week 9. So, we'll see. This is my dark horse pick of the year for running back. Not to finish running back 1, but go watch the tape. The dude is ridiculously talented. Looks good in camp. Just on a couple light runs, getting a lot of starting work. Gus Edwards also has COVID. Not sure when he's going to be back. We can actually Google that real quick. So he's not getting any reps, which is good for Dobbins owners. Okay, so he just returned to practice a day ago, so he's finally going to start getting work. This is very realistic. Man, this is a very realistic one. Mixon should have gone earlier, and Montgomery. Jefferson, see, this is exactly where I would love to get Jefferson at. And let's see. Underwent testing Friday. Came back clean. Maybe brought in slowly a couple days. So I would 100% grab Jefferson here if he was healthy. And I'm probably actually going to grab him just because he would be healthy in this situation. So we're going to go, Jefferson. Honestly, the reason why I'm not taking Joe Mixon, I would hands down if it was a real draft, but he won't drop to 28 in real money leagues. People will scoop him up. But if he did, 100% flex Mixon there, very safe pick. But I realize that, I still have Jacobs down here, and I'm hoping this guy doesn't take Jacobs, because then if it does, it will ruin everything. And he picked George Kittle, not a bad pick. So now a lot of people are down. I mean, look at all these receivers here, man. You have CD and Allen Robinson. I've tested out the running back, wide receiver. It's not too bad. Putting CD as your wide receiver 2 in Jefferson, it's like, that's a really good start. So if you do want to do that, throw in Thielen there, throw in Lamb there. I would throw in Lamb there. Really good pick. I just want my 3 running backs. So I'm going Jacobs, starting running back. Should still see 15 to 20 carries a game. Still will see the goal line work. At flex this year, people were taking him at like pick 9, 10, and 11 last year as their RB1. So getting him as a flex discount, huge discount. Love the value there. Just getting a guy that's getting touches. Touches equal points, and this guy's going to get a lot of touches. And he actually is really talented. So right here, my old formula was running back, and then I would have grabbed Mahomes there. So I wouldn't have had Jefferson. I would have had Mahomes up here. It's not completely off the table. I'm just completely sold on getting Herbert here, who I believe is a high elite quarterback. If you go to YouTube, it's like camp highlights from day 6 or 7, or it's like called All the Throws Justin Herbert Does. The dude is just throwing bombs, touchdowns, lasers, darts. So I'm seeing him as a discount Mahomes, and I'm just really loving the guy. One thing we're going to check live real quick during the video, we're going to see quarterback SOS. Quarterback strength of schedule. Let's see what Herbert's is. Let's hope it's decent. A 2-star, so not too great. 22nd out of 32. think it shows the schedule. No. Okay. So looks like they open at Washington, then Dallas, KC. No way. No, this can't be the schedule, because if it is, let's just double check. Okay. So, I mean, he can beat them. Great. I would say great. Tough. Great, tough. I mean, honestly, this is a great schedule. I mean, this can be a shootout. This can be a shootout. This can be easy. This can be a shootout. This can be a shootout. Loving the schedule. So right here, the reason why I'm not going quarterback early anymore is look at all these guys. In my league, I know most likely probably Lamar, Dak, and Murray will be gone by now. That's why I'll be looking to target Herbert. As soon as I see Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson and Herbert left, like 3 guys left, that's when I'm going to start, saying, okay, I'm picking here. There's only Russ and Herb left. I need to take Herb. So right here, it looks like I got some time. I was getting Galladay a couple months ago, but I'm not taking him anymore. Just the injury concerns. This is going to be a perfect mock. We're going to get perfect balance here. We do have a lot of week 8s. Doesn't really matter. There's nothing you can do about it. Just worry about that week 7, week 8. Here I'm going Andrews just because, to me, he's the last tier 1 guy. He has a ceiling of like 22 points. And I like the guy. He'll get you some good weeks. Sometimes he'll get you some down weeks, but he will get you those good weeks with, touchdown, 80 yards, sometimes 2 touchdowns. And I like the balanced approach where I feel like I have, a high RB2, a wide receiver 1, a RB1, a RB1, a tight end 1. I like the formula of filling up my entire team and them all being a 1. Like if I could get a wide receiver 1 here, like if I had Lamb here instead of Jacobs, I mean, my flex would have been, if you can flex Hunt in that situation, that's beautiful. You just risk him, not being there. So, man, Hunt did drop from 75 ADP, or let's see if he's still 75. Ooh, did he come up? Ooh, he went from 75 to 64 in like 2 days. That can be an option there, though, if you wanted to do the running back, Jefferson, Lamb, and then you could have got Hunt. But I do like this formula. I feel like Jacobs is a stronger flex. And right here, we are going to go... Really, I'm looking to get hurt again on Beckham. Like, the dude's talented. I believe in him every year. It's just this year you're not wasting like a 2nd-round pick on him. So at my wide receiver 2, that's ridiculously hot. I would go with Ayuk or Beckham here. I'm probably just going to go with Ayuk because hasn't shown anything to be injury prone, and he balled out last year. He's looked good in camp, and he's younger. He's fast. Young quarterback, but right there, wouldn't really care if you went with Ayuk, Beckham. Could maybe take a risk on Chase. It's not really a risk. You just, you've never seen him play, so, could bust. Could be like a N'Keal Harry. Could be like a Justin Jefferson. You never really know. You could throw T. Higgins in there. You could throw Kupp in there. But, I probably should have went Jefferson just to, I should have went Beckham just to have the good-looking, sexy team names. But, so, let's see where the quarterbacks are at. So, we still have Herb sitting here. This is going to be hot. This is going to be really hot. Sometimes if you get lucky and you hit the running back, and you have Keenan Allen there, you can get Keenan Allen here, and you can get Herb, and you can have a nasty little stack. So, but I'm liking the balance here. I'm really liking the balance here. And one of my sleeper wide receivers, I don't know if you guys have seen the videos, Antonio Brown, huge sleeper. Mike Williams is creeping up on my likings just because he's caught in like 3 or 4 touchdowns in camp, like absolute bombs. He caught a 65-yard bomb. Let me see here. Also, Brandon Cooks, if Watson plays, Brandon Cooks could be a valuable wide receiver too, maybe getting like 80 yards a game, some touchdowns. Never know. Let's see. Bro, Antonio Brown. This guy, man. This guy caught a touchdown the other day. He got another deep ball by Brady. Already catching touchdowns, Cole Hardman, another guy I like, just, dart throw. Judy could be decent. I really don't want too many receivers, though. Like, I would probably get these two and AB, and the rest, I'm getting running backs. I just want my handcuffs, and I want to get as many running backs as I can, because if they hit, they are going to be massive trade value. Imagine the people last year, and I actually traded for James Robinson. Before week 1, I traded my Darren Waller for his Aaron Rodgers and James Robinson. So I traded for a top 10 running back and a top 3 quarterback without even knowing it, just because I just took the risk. I was like, dude, I'm getting Aaron Rodgers, huge upside. So right here, we're going to go with Davis. Damn. See? Quarterback run. I got to hope they don't take Aaron Rodgers, man. I did not look at that. If I could go back, I would have gotten Rodgers there. I didn't even look at the quarterbacks over here. My mistake. In a real draft, I'm going to be paying way more attention to who's going rather than just trying to break players down. But right there, I would have put Herbert right here. Davis, not a league winner guy. Herbert could be a league winner guy. So, messed up there. Do I want like Brady? Brady, Tannehill. Jalen Hurts for the rushing upside. Still got Deshaun Watson down there hiding. Right here, probably, I would probably go Brady here, just because on the Vegas odds, the dude is like leading everything. He's like second and third in odds for like most touchdowns, most yards, and it's like very weird when you see Las Vegas putting him there as if they've done their calculations or they've done their homework. So right here, I would love to get Javonte Williams, Damon Harris, T. Higgins, Mike Davis. So since I'm going to go with AB later, I'm going to get... Do I want Javonte Williams? I'm going to get Javonte just because Damon Harris. Sony Michel is still there. I believe, is James White there, or did he go to... He is still there. Giovanni Bernard was the one that went to the Bengals. Just because there's like 3-4 guys there and you never know what they're going to do. With Javonte Williams, it's just him and Melvin Gordon. So if Melvin Gordon gets hurt, he's in. Also, I could see him getting a good snap share. Just want to load up on those running backs because, like I said, if these guys hit, like if Mike Davis becomes a James Robinson, you could trade him and maybe Andrews or, let's say Davis and Andrews, boom, put Kelsey there. If the Kelsey owner needs a running back, he still gets an Andrews. It's one of those trades where he almost can't refuse because it's so good. And if you can get good at doing these kind of trades, you can build a monster mega team, especially playing the money ball aspect where if you're, 2-1, 3-1, or whenever bye weeks start happening, like if a guy has a bye week on a running back here, and like let's say he has like Aaron Jones on a bye week, and you send him like Mike Davis who's been balling out, and maybe like a Damian Harris who's been balling out, and then you throw in a receiver like a Higgins, and then boom, you help him fill Mike Davis into his bye week, and then you get Aaron Jones down here on a bye. And then next week, boom. You could even upgrade and send him Jacobs and Davis, and you could go for like an Aaron Jones. And the guy might be like, man, I need the win. Aaron Jones is on bye. I'm getting 2 running backs. I'm getting Jacobs. Let's do the deal. I did that a year, and I won the league. It was a huge pot. I was just massively trading and doing the trade style where I said of making offers just look very good. I'm trying to explain how to do it, but like that makes sense. Like if Mike Davis is doing really good, if he comes off a game with like 16 points and Andrews is doing okay, he's, putting up 7 points, you send Davis and Andrews for Kelsey on a down week, that guy's going to really think about that if he needs a running back, So you can do certain scenarios like that, where like, you know, maybe Metcalf has a down game and you throw him Ayuk and Mike Davis. You know, what you want to do is send them on good games. Like what happened in 2019, I traded for McCaffrey after week 2, and he ended up being a league winner. It won me my league. I sent the guy Kerryon Johnson and Amari Cooper, who just had big touchdown games, and I believe I also added like the Bears defense, who were very hype because 2018 they were good. And he sent me McCaffrey, who had a 5-point game that game. And then the next game, the dude had like a 30-burger for me. Won me the league. But let's get back into this pick here. Yeah, quarterbacks aren't really going here. So I'm going to grab my boy AB. So I'm good on receivers now. Like, he's going to start no matter what every week. So I basically have one slot that I'm going to try to find my wide receiver 2 with. If Ayuk doesn't work, I'll try AB. If AB doesn't work, that's when I'll go to the waiver, and I'll just, I highly doubt that both of these guys are just going to suck. That's why I'm going into this year with the strategy of I don't need tons of receivers down here. I don't need like AB, I don't need Higgins, AB, Landry, Waddle. I don't need all these guys, because I can't play all those guys. I want my starting guys, and then I want handcuffs, and I want a bunch of running backs because I want these guys to hit, and I want to be able to trade them to improve my team. Okay, like there'll be some people, if you had Brady and Javonte Williams hit, you could do Williams and Brady and grab Mahomes, and then you just upgrade your team to a freaking super team. Oh, we're on the clock here. Who do I want? So we're gonna grab. Oh, I wanted to grab Sermon there. I just couldn't find him. Oh, he was a tad bit up. So right here, I'm just grabbing Gus, so I guarantee lock down my RB2. Just so if Dobbin gets hurt, Gus is in. I don't get hurt at all. Just buying myself insurance basically at that point. I could have done the same thing with Drake. Oh, yep, Drake is coming up. So that, that's going to be my strategy. I want to get my handcuffs first. Dude, there's no way Melvin Gordon is going this late. So I basically lock up. If you can do this, lock up the Denver backfield, Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon. So right here, we're also going to lock up my other handcuff. Okay, so I can't get any more running backs. So, pretty solid there. If I were to I would like to get more running backs. I would like to grab A.J. Dillon and Trey Sermon. So if I didn't get Davis and Williams, I could have got Sermon and... Who did I just say? Sermon. Michael Carter-Williams also. So, those are good guys to look out for there. But right here, we still haven't got a quarterback yet. Looks like they really want us to get... I just don't see why there's a limit on running backs. I think it's 6 or 8. Shouldn't really be a limit. It's weird. So let's see who we've got to work with here. Quarterback-wise... Quarterback-wise, I would really, in this situation, I would roll with Big Ben and Matt Ryan here. Just because they're gunslingers, man. Ryan Fitzpatrick. Right here with the quarterbacks, I'm not really going to grab any this early. Tight end. Austin Hooper, any sleepers? I do like Jared Cook. Caught a nice touchdown in camp. Could be a big target there for him. Defense. Actually going to go defense here. We're going to go with the Bucs D. We play with the defense. It's still fun. So sometimes if you can grab that top defense, I'm actually going to grab a top kicker here too. Sometimes I will take them a little early just to lock down like kicker 1, defense 1, because these do help. Like if he can get you 12 and they can get you 10 a week, you're looking solid, So don't sleep on these guys if they're in your league. Grab you one of those guys, maybe 10th round, 11th round, a tad bit earlier than when your regular guys are going to draft them. Man, this team, the only thing I'm missing, was Herbert right here. Because instead of Mike Davis. But, what can you do? What you can do is you can look at the people who have decent quarterbacks, and you can put a package together. You know, you could do Ayuk and one of these running backs and trade for a high quarterback, and then throw AB in your wide receiver 2 spot. So right here, I'm still not going to get a Randall Cobb. Ooh. I'm going to go on the AJ Green hype. Just throwing a dart throw right there. Throwing a dart throw. Low key, look out for Bateman there too. So locked up my flex, handcuff, locked up the Denver backfield, which is beautiful. Mike Davis also got a starting running back on my bench, locked up Dobbins. Clyde, I don't really know who his backup's going to be, like probably Darrell Thompson, so if you did want to get him, you can. Right here, you know, you could take a dart throw and have like Tua and Big Ben, or you could do Matt Ryan and Ben. I'll probably do that. I'm going to do Matt Ryan, and I guess I can't do Big Ben, but yeah, that is the team. Hope you guys liked it, and I would probably give this team an A-. I think I have a lot of running back. I have a lot of trade assets down here that I could build my team with. I have a lot of assets. Like 100%. I know I could send Melvin Gordon and Javonte Williams, let's say, and Ayuk, and I could probably get like Metcalf or Hopkins and really throw them in here, because someone needs running backs, and someone would be drooling over the thought of, okay, I get to lock down Denver's backfield and I get a wide receiver 2. All right, let's do it. You could find someone and do a trade like that. Or you could do, you know, Matt Ryan and Javonte and Melvin. See, like, man, that's beautiful drafting right there. Like, in my league, I guarantee somebody would do that trade. I could easily do Gordon, Javonte, and Ayuk and upgrade big time here, where I could do Melvin Gordon, Javonte, and Andrews, maybe get Kelsey. You just have to see who needed the running backs and then kind of start talking with them. But hope you guys enjoyed the draft, and hope we can make some fantasy champs this year. But fantasy champ fam, peace.